Every night, I scatter sand around my bed, seal the door with tape, and chain myself to the frame. All of this just to prevent myself from sleepwalking. I thought I'd finally found a foolproof solution, but when I woke again, I found myself in the wilderness. I had no idea what had happened. All I could do was grit my teeth through the pain and pop my dislocated jaw back into place. But as I surveyed my surroundings, a voice suddenly echoed in my mind, telling me to go back to sleep and give the body back to Mark. I reached into my pocket and found something new, a scarab-shaped object. This was the beginning of my nightmare. That's when a stranger from upstairs spotted me. He opened fire without hesitation. I had no choice but to flee in panic. I ran all the way to a small town and blended into the crowd by putting on a hat. I thought I'd finally escaped, but what happened next left me stunned. The crowd gradually dispersed, and a man with a cane stepped forward. Everyone around him showed him profound respect. From his speech, I realized some kind of ceremony was about to take place. The man placed his cane in someone's hands. The cane began to sway in an eerie, unnatural way. Even the tattoo on the man's arm started to move. When the swaying stopped, the tattoo had changed from black to green. This appeared to be some kind of ritual to judge the innocent. An elderly woman who took the stage next wasn't so fortunate. Her tattoo turned red when the swaying ceased, marking her as guilty. The man immediately punished her. Then, an aide reported a problem with a transaction. Someone had stolen a sacred scarab they needed, and that person was hiding in the crowd. Hearing this, Harrow stood and shouted a slogan. Everyone around him dropped to one knee. Only I remained standing. Harrow didn't move. He simply demanded I hand over the scarab. I wanted to obey and return the object. My right hand refused to let go, gripping it with iron force. As I struggled to pry my fingers open to use my left hand, my arm suddenly swung backward against my will. Harrow felt mocked. He immediately gave orders. His men grabbed me, ready to use force. But then my eyes rolled back and I lost consciousness. When I opened my eyes again, all of Harrow's men lay motionless on the ground. I had no idea what had happened, but the most important thing was to escape immediately. So I hijacked a car and began my flight, but they continued to pursue relentlessly. Every time I faced danger, I would suddenly lose consciousness. When I opened my eyes, the crisis had already been resolved. But then the truck I was driving malfunctioned and wouldn't start. As the killers approached to finish me off, a massive pile of wooden logs suddenly fell from the mountain, crushing them to pieces. I wasn't spared either. When I woke again, I found myself lying in my own bed. The chain was still properly fastened around my leg. I thought it had all been a dream. But later, I realized it wasn't a dream at all. It was reality that had already happened.
I got a doll. It looked almost human. I really loved it, but I had no idea it was going to ruin my whole family. We went to the doll company together. It felt like heaven. I didn't want to leave, but my mom stayed quiet. Her face looked off. That night, thunder kept crashing outside. I told her not to be scared. I treated her like my best friend. The next day, I showed Lily D to my friends. We wore the same outfit, but they didn't care at all. They said smaller dolls were a better deal.
What are you doing? Tabitha says that Lily D told her a secret. What secret? It's a secret. Tell me. It's my house, okay? And there are no secrets.
Rachel suddenly stood up. She said Lily D told her doll that Lily D doesn't like me. That set me off. I grabbed her doll from her. Rachel ran downstairs